Well, Molly here just reminded me that I haven't done a demo uh, tip thingy for grooming in a while. She is a Pomeranian, a little rescue Pom, and I've been grooming her for over 5 years, probably more like 7. Anywho, I'm going to show you why I don't recommend the, what the hell is it? Oh, Furminator. I said a curse on film. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm always telling people it cuts and it rips and it pulls. And I'm also always telling people that a Furminator is nothing more than a blade. Closest to a number 30 or a number 40. This is a 40 blade. Okay? What do blades do? Blades cut. This is not doodle acceptable by any means. Because you can work one spot with a Furminator tool over and over again and end up with a bald spot. I can do the same thing with Molly, but Molly is double coat. She hasn't had a bath yet, so she's good to go for using a tool like this. I usually don't do this until after the bath on her, because that's when all the undercoat is nice and loose. So on her, it's going to grab those undercoat hairs, because this is a real shedding dog. Your Doodle, even though you might have to vacuum a lot, is not a real shedding dog. Not for real. Unless they are so close to a golden retriever that it's not funny. Okay, so there you have that. I can do the exact same thing, and it has been done before they invented the Furminator, with this blade. Not running on a clipper, of course. And I will get the same exact thing. Now you know why I say this isn't good for the Doodles. If you have a coat that doesn't have an undercoat like Molly, it's going to pull it and rip it and cut it anyway. Molly's hair is totally willing to be furminated because it's ready to blow. It's right here. It's leaving. It's coming. She says, I'm done. And this is the coat that is perfect for this tool. It's not even the tool that I use for this. I had to dig into the bottom of my bag to find this because I don't use this on her. I don't use it on her because some dogs, it really irritates them because of the pulling, and they end up with rashes. Even dogs with her kind of coat. So I really don't use it much at all. And I don't use it much at all because I bought it like 8 or so years ago. And whenever they first came out, I can't even remember. And it was through trial and error that the rashes started popping up. And I was like, no thank you. Okay. This is wonderful for the Doodle coat. It is a 2-row or double row rake, not a single row. A single row is not going to do anything. And this one is also called a double row rake for long hair dogs. If your Doodle sheds, this is great. This is not a dematting tool. I think somebody said they demat their dog with. This is not for dematting. It's for de-shedding. You demat and you're going to be pulling with this. Okay. So you see it works beautifully for Molly. I use this more for Molly. And I use the power of my force dryer for her as well. Okay. Another Doodle tool. Not great for Molly. It's not going to do anything for her, really. It's great for Samoyeds in full coat. Wonderful for them. Doodles, this is great. You want to use it to get down in there, down to the skin, and test to see if you have mats. Groomers, you've probably heard them say, if you can't comb it, I can't comb it. And that's why you end up with shave downs. So even after you think you've done a wonderful job, I brush all the time. I brush them every other day. If you're not brushing right, you've still got a matted dog. So you have to brush right, and you have to use your comb. Your comb is more important than your brush, honestly, because if you do stumble upon a mat, I don't know what I just said. Did I say your brush is more important? Your comb is more important than your brush. Doesn't mean you don't need a brush. It's just very important. Because this is what you use to ease that out. As you hold the base of the fur, you don't just start yanking at a dog's fur. You hold the base just like you would a child's hair. And you start working it out. This is my Le Pouche brush, which I've had for years. And I see a couple bent prongs. But hell, I've had it long enough that if it's just now showing use. Oh well. So, best brush in the whole damn world. I don't care what anybody says. It is the best. Do you have to have the best? No, you don't have to. The JW brush is a wonderful brush, and I used to use that before they even invented these. But this is the Supreme, and it's now called Activet something. It's a different name. Anywho, this will break. This is called a mat zapper. That's what this does. This gets in there and this annihilates mats. And I always tell you my dogs have a lazy groomer. Well, I can be a lazy groomer and still have Doodles with hair because I have this. I will zap those mats like crazy. If you think that my dogs are mat free all the time, you best think again, honey. I'm doing this enough as it is professionally. I don't need to be brushing out 5 doodly. No, I have 8 dogs. They all have hair. Everybody's got hair. I have more of my time to do than to just sit around brushing my dogs all the time. So, and this comb is also phenomenal. Like, some people won't like this because there's no handle. Well, this is great too. This is either called a utility comb or a poodle comb. Either way. Or in the old days, we call it an afro pick. And it works great on the Doodles too. So I hope that Molly, you gave a perfect demonstration for what not to, Molly. Can I get? I know your brother's over there. I know, and your sister. Okay, so we've lost Molly. Molly is like, get on with my groom, woman. I've had enough. So those are some tips. Those are some things. I've talked about other stuff before, like little tiny nose scissors. If your Doodles get eyeball boogies up in here, please do not try to get those out while they're dry and dirty. Let the soap sit on there and moisten it out, and then you can take a finer tooth comb and comb it if I have one available. Wait a second. Like this. You can just comb the little boogers away after they have gotten what's saturated with the water and the soap. It'll be very soft. It won't be real hard. My dogs never get eye boogers. That is a lie. Okay, have snot will travel. All right, I'm out of here. I hope this helped. Bye.